All right, this is going to be a first in this channel. I'm going to do an MPG test with the same car, same year, almost same mileage, except one, the vehicle on your right with the funny front license plate, as a newer engine. The car on the left has 221,000 kilometers, and the one on the right has 201,000 kilometers, so 20,000 kilometers less. But here's the deal: the one on the left has the original 220, almost 22 kilometers, 1,000 kilometers, the engine. And the one on the right, the engine was changed at 161,000 kilometers. So that engine has 40,000 kilometers. So basically, 5 times less mileage than the one on the left. So here's the deal: the one on the left is the GL model, the model on the right is the Limited. So the Limited has a little bit more equipment, a 17-inch tires are rolling on Yoko's. I think they're touring Avid with 720 tread wear, so they're low rolling resistance. The one on the left has 16-inch tires, it's a GL model, and also is running on Evertrack 600 something tread wear. So they're both have similar tire categories, which is low rolling resistance. But the one on the left has narrow tires with 205 milliliters, 205 of width, and the one on the right is 215. And another thing that's interesting is they both have the same oil, because I changed the oil on them. They have the same oil, the same NGK sparklers with the same gap on it, and they have the same fuel. They're both top off to the brim. I'm gonna do my NPG test loop the same way I do. The only difference, it's gonna be probably 10 miles longer. I'm just a little outside the city here, 5 minutes away from the highway. It's mostly down all the way until I get the highway. And I'm gonna do the same loop I do all the time, stop at the same fuel station and fill it up there. So instead of, let's say I have about 140 kilometers, I may have 150, 155, maybe 160 kilometer at the end. But at the end, the result should be interesting. See, on the same car, similar equipped, if a newer engine will outperform an older engine regarding the miles per gallon. So on that note, I'm going to stop, and I'll see you 2 hours later. Take care. Bye. All right, we have some interesting results. I know there would be a difference, but not by that much. Um, the old engine, well, the engine with the most mileage actually took the cake on this test. And at the end of the video, I'll tell you why. So in a nutshell, the trip we did, both of us, she was following me and I was driving the Limited model, the one with the lowest mileage on the engine. We did 150.4 kilometer. When we left Chelsea, we went to Montebello and came back to get snow, and the same station we always fill the fuel. So the higher mileage engine consumed 7.748 liters, and the newer one 9.506. After keep in mind, this engine was installed at the dealership, probably with a reman. I don't know if it's a brand new engine or it was a reman, but I could tell it feels more powerful than the other original engine that's in the other Elantra, while being lighter. The GL model is, I don't know how much lighter it is, but it should be lighter because this Limited has sunroof and leather, all the bells and whistles. So if you look at the liters per 100 kilometers, you could see the old Elantra does very well. Always did well. It's set up The way it's set up, and I've been maintaining that car for over 8 years now, it's always to extract the best fuel consumption on it. So the maintenance was always very well done on it. So 5.15 liters per 100K, 45.65 MPG for the US, and the UK 54.83. Now for the other one, which actually really matches the dashboard, it said 6.3 liters per 100K. So I did 6.32 liters per 100K, so 37.21 MPG and 44.69. I will scroll down on the sheet. Again, I said earlier, I use the same engine oils, the same oil, same filters. I get it by case at Rock Auto. I don't want to mention any names. It's a filter. It's a good quality filter, good quality synthetic oils, and the same spark plugs. In this case, they're both NGK. This newer engine, we actually replaced it the last oil change about 5Ks. About 5Ks ago. And the other older engine, we replaced it at 205,000 K, so 15,000 kilometers ago. So they're basically the same. The big difference are the tires. The GL model has 205 tires on 16-inch rims, and they're set at 38 psi. When I mention it's geared towards saving fuel, so these tires are set at 38 psi cold, and the winter one she had is 34. Now this one, he likes more the handling of it. No, that he has wider tires, good quality Yokos, 215s wide on 18-inch, and it's set at 32 psi cold. So that's probably where it's the big difference. And one thing I noticed, which is strange, the winter tires were actually less loud than these summer tires. I don't know the way the tread is made, but you do hear weird. It's a weird hum slash noise it makes, especially when you're not using the radio. So enough on that. So at the end of the day, the higher miler engine did better on this test. Same day, temperature were at 32 degrees Fahrenheit, by the way, so 0 degrees Celsius, and the old engine won. And that's it. That's all. Take care.